Hi everybody, my name is Sean O'Kane with Chip Estimate TV, where we bring you the latest trends and information in semiconductor design and IP. My guest today is Paul Martin, Design Enablement Manager with ARM, and Nick Heaton, a Senior Solutions Architect and R&D with Cadence. Thank you very much for joining us today. Earlier today at the keynote, I recognized that Simon Segars emphasized how important the collaboration is, especially here at ARM TechCon, specific to ARM IP and Cadence tools. So the first question is how does this relationship help the ARM customers with the integration challenges?
So customers using ARM IP are facing the challenge of integrating it into very complex architectures with a lot of options. Our solution enables them to explore very quickly what the impact on performance will be of various design configurations. Okay?
Yeah, so I think first of all, in general terms, I mean, this is a very important part of the ARM business model in terms of, the fact we collaborate with partners to ensure that there's a very strong ecosystem that allows our silicon partners to get to market with their IP. Very specifically, over the last year or two, we've been actually deploying some very interesting infrastructure products, interconnect products, which are really opening up whole new possibilities, such as ARM Big Little processing based on coherent interconnects. Actually, with that actually really starts to drive a whole bunch of new challenges for the system architect in terms of being able to quantify not only the functionality but the performance of the system. So there are a lot of dynamic behaviors that are going on, dependencies between masters, also advanced quality of service schemes in that interconnect, which means you have a whole bunch of new knobs and dials to play with to get your performance. But hey, you can't do that unless you've got a means of measuring it.
How is this different from what has been done before?
Principally, our customers in the past have been able to take a lot of historical data about their existing platforms and use sort of spreadsheets and things to kind of extrapolate from that to kind of get some kind of, in a very deterministic way, get an idea what the performance will be. Traditionally, they may sandbag that a little bit to make sure that they kind of take care of the real nasty corner cases. But really now we're really trying to squeeze the maximum performance out of the architectures that we have. We're pushing the envelope, and obviously we need to think about power. If you start to design high bandwidth systems, that means they consume more power. So it really is about getting optimal performance and really moving away from that kind of, well, it's kind of roughly there with that spreadsheet to something which is actually much more measurable.
Exactly.
And that's where the solution we've built comes in. It really push-button automates a lot of the groundwork to create a test bench which you can use to explore performance issues for and obviously for every ARM customer, they're slightly different. They're not all vanilla the same. The ARM components get integrated in systems with a lot of the customer IP. They have different performance demands and characteristics. So just looking at a data sheet for the ARM IP, that's one piece of it. You need to put that in the context of the customer's problem and measure it, right? And that's really where it comes in.
That's well said. And I do want to mention that ARM IP and the Cadence design IP and verification IP is available on ChipEstimate.com. And so designers will quickly do an exploration, very early design exploration, come into ChipEstimate.com and make that decision and that connection very, very early in that process. So that absolutely makes sense. So thank you very much for joining us today. For Paul Martin, Nick Heaton, my name is Sean O'Kane. We'll see you next time on Chip Estimate TV.